Hi, and thank you for joining me today. My name is Liz, and this is Arya. We'll see if she sticks around for the whole thing. She did the last practice that we did, so it may be me ending up in front of the mat, letting her have her snooze, her daily, probably about 14 hours snooze. She's getting a little bit annoyed with me now. I'll stop touching you. So thank you for joining me. Thank you yourself for making the time to be here. Today's practice, we are going to go through some back bends and some forward folds. So back bends are quite stimulating for the system. They do stimulate, especially down through the sympathetic nervous system that runs down the spine. So if you're running low on energy, you're feeling a little bit fatigued, can be a great way to give yourself a little bit of kind of like a rush of energy. And then forward folds are quite relaxing. So nice little balance there. We'll be getting that nice kind of back bend where it's going to energize us, and then balancing out so we're not leaving the practice feeling too wired, whatever you are going to be doing for the rest of your day or evening especially. So if you are going into your evening, maybe not going into the back bends quite as strongly, but really making sure that you are getting into those forward folds as well, so we can balance everything out. So we're going to begin with some alternate nostril breathing, and just to demonstrate, the right hand will gently block the right nostril, breathe in through the left nostril. The ring finger of the right hand will then gently block the left nostril, breathe out through the right nostril, breathe in through the right nostril, and then breathe out through the left nostril, sorry. And that is one round of your alternate nostril breathing. Arya is just going to breathe through her nose and possibly snore. So if you do hear a snoring like sound, that is just Arya doing her thing. So finding a comfortable seat, either sitting down on the ground, it might be sitting on a chair or a cushion, sitting on a yoga block. Main thing is that you can lengthen up through the spine. Let the shoulders relax, tuck the chin slightly. If it feels comfortable, you can close the eyes down, otherwise just softening your gaze. And we'll take a few clearing breaths. So just take a moment, just connecting into your breathing, breathing in and out of your nose. And we'll take a breath in through the nose, out of the mouth, and then we'll begin our alternate nostril breathing. Breathing in, breathing out. Gently blocking the right nostril, breathing in through the left. Block the left, breathe out through the right. In through the right. Block the right, out through the left. In left. Block left, out right. In right. Block right, out left. In left. Block left, out right. In right. Block right, out left. In left. Block left, out right. In right. Block right, out left. in left, block left, out right, in right, block right, out left. Last round, in left, block left, out right, in right, block right, out left. And just releasing the right hand down. Starting now to breathe in and out of both nostrils. Just feeling into the effects of that practice. Always feels quite calming, finishing one of those practices. Are you going to let me use the mat, Arya? And just take a little bit of movement there. In your seat, you might roll the shoulders up, back and down. And then making your way off your seat, coming into a 4-point kneeling position. Just move any props that you've got on your mat out of your way. If you've got a puppy dog on your mat, just let them be there for the moment. Take a breath in, dropping the belly down, look forward. Breathing out, draw the belly in, rolling the spine up. Breathing in, dropping the belly down. Breathing out, rolling the spine up. And just doing this a couple of times, just feeling into that breath, starting to initiate the movement. You okay, Arya? Doing that one more time, breathing in, drop the belly down. As you breathe out, drawing the belly in, pressing your hips into a child's pose. Probably should have got a hair tie, but that's all right. So pressing the hips back if it feels okay, reaching the arms out long. If not, bringing your forehead down to your fists. Depending how the shoulders are feeling today. Take a breath in, pull the body forward, tuck the toes, press the hips into downward facing dog. The first one of the practice, walking your heels out from side to side. You might turn the head from side to side. Feeling into this shape, gentle movement through the body. So I'm going to admit it, I'm a little bit sore today from some weight training. So it's going to feel nice to have this beautiful stretch. Taking a breath in, coming up onto the tippy toes, bend your knees. As you breathe out, start to lengthen the legs out just as much as feels okay for you. So don't stress about getting the heels down towards the floor. Just kind of making the shape work for you. Make sure you can lengthen through the spine. Shoulders are down away from the ears. And just looking forward now. Start to take a little walk forward. Don't worry, Arya, I'll move for you. And when you get to the top of the mat, folding forward over the thighs. Nice forward fold here. If you need to bend your knees, bend the knees. Letting the upper body hang, let the head drop down, let the shoulders drop. Pressing down through the heels, rolling up through the spine, drawing the belly button in. Your butt a little bit of a squeeze, coming all the way to standing at the top of your mat. Bring the hands behind, Take a breath in, roll the shoulders back, press the chest forward. So first little back bendy type thing here. Pressing the hips forward, give your butt a little squeeze. Lifting the chest towards the ceiling or the sky, wherever you are. Take a breath in, reach the arms up. Breathing out, fold the body forward. Breathing in, lengthen through the spine, halfway lift. Breathing out, plant the hands down. Step your left leg back. And then bring the right hand inside the right foot. Take a little shift forward and back, just getting some movement through that left ankle. Exploring through that hip area. Lightly drawing the belly button in. Take the right hand into the air. A little bit of a twist here. Pressing through the left palm, nice and strong. Bring the right hand down to the mat. Step the right foot back, coming into downward facing dog. Drawing the belly button in towards the spine. Take a breath in. Roll the body forward, coming back down to your hands and knees. Take a breath in. Take your right leg up about hip height. Reach the left hand out about shoulder height. And then taking a little reach out to the side, so about 45-degree angle. Drawing the belly button in. Now your option here is to stay here, holding this position, or start to bend the knee, the right knee, and then reach the left hand around, grabbing that foot, and then pressing your right foot into the left hand. So you might feel that a little bit through the lower back region, the glute region, maybe a little bit through the quadricep on the right side, pressing into the right hand. Try and keep everything as square as you can, releasing that back down, pressing yourself into downward facing dog. Take a breath in, take the right leg into the air, breathing out, stepping the right foot through, back into that low lunge position. Take that twist to the right side. Bring the palm back down to the mat. Step the left foot in, folding forward over the thighs. And just letting the body hang here. Feeling that lengthening through the spine. Pressing down through the heels, rolling up through the spine, come all the way to standing. Bring the hands behind your back, roll the shoulders back, press the chest forward, squeezing through the glutes. So kind of rolling over through the upper spine, not dumping down into your lower back. So the hips have pressed forward, shoulders rolling back. Breathing in, reach the arms up. Breathing out, fold forward. Breathing in, lengthen through the spine, halfway lift. Breathing out, plant the hands, step your right foot back. So into that low lunge position. Bring the left hand inside the left foot. Take that little shift forward and back, getting some movement through the ankle. And then taking that twist to the left side, staying long through the spine. Bring the left hand back down to the mat, step the left leg back, downward facing dog. Staying connected into your breath, breathing in and out of the nose. You might like to take a few breaths in through the nose, out of the mouth while we come into this shape. Draw the belly in, rolling the body forward, coming back down to the hands and knees. And just lining yourself up, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Take the left leg up, So about hip height, lengthening through the leg. Take the right hand out, reaching through the fingertips. And then that little reaching out to the side. Keep everything nice and steady. Option to stay, option coming back and around, grabbing the hold of the left foot and then kicking into the right hand, squeezing through the glute, pressing through the left palm. So quite strong, it's depending on what's going on in your body. If you're not there quite yet, don't force the body into it. Good, slowly releasing that back down. Press the hips into downward facing dog. Breathing in, take the left leg into the air. Breathing out, step the left foot through. Take that twist to the left side. Bring the left palm back down to the mat. Step the right foot in, folding forward. And just take a little moment here. Press down through the heels, rolling up through the spine. So last time we'll do that. Bring the hands behind, roll the shoulders back, press the hips forward, squeeze the butt, and then lifting from the center of your chest, keeping the chin tucked. Beautiful opening there through the front side of the body. Take a breath in, reach the arms up. Breathing out, folding forward. Breathing in, halfway lift, lengthen through the spine. Breathing out, plant the hands, step or jump the feet back. I don't know how this is going to work with Arya there in the way. So stepping or jumping back, either from the knees or the toes, bending through the elbows, lower halfway down. Pressing through the palms, lift the chest, upward facing dog. Press your hips back, downward facing dog. Sorry to disturb you, Arya. Take a breath in, take the right leg into the air. Breathing out, stepping the right foot through, coming up into warrior one. So we want the feet about hip distance apart. Lifting the chest, keep the hips square. Sink down into the front leg. Really press out through the back edge of your left foot. Option, you can reach the arms up, and we're going to bring the elbows wide with this one, creating a little bit of a back bend here. Keep pressing through the front heel, pressing the front knee out, roll the shoulders down, lifting the chest. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, open that up into warrior two. The pelvis is tucked under. Feet now come about ankle to ankle alignment or heel to heel alignment, reaching through the fingertips of the front and the back hand. Take one more breath in and out. And then circle the hands down to the mat. Take the right leg up and back. So a little challenge here if you want it. You can keep the leg lifted. You can bring the right foot back down to the mat. We're going to roll the body forward. I'm going to bend through the right knee, so feel free to join me. Bend the elbows, lower the body down. Lift the chest, upward facing dog. Press your hips back, downward facing dog. Breathing in, take the left leg into the air. Breathing out, step the left foot through, coming into warrior one. So set yourself up, don't be afraid to take that time. Find that stance with your feet. Hips are square, chest is square, arms reach up, elbows bend. And if it's there for you, creating that little bit of a back bend here. Nice and strong through the legs. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, opening that into warrior two. So changing the stance of the feet just slightly. Shoulders are down away from the ears. Take a breath in. Breathing out. Palms come down to the mat. Left leg comes up and back. So that option's there if you want it, take it. Bending through the left knee, shifting the body weight forward, bend the elbows lower, lift the chest, upward facing dog. Press the hips back, downward facing dog. And just feeling into this beautiful position. Such a nice lengthening down the back of the legs. Breathing in, look forward. As you breathe out, step or lightly jump to the top. Halfway lift, forward fold. Leading with the chest, come all the way up to standing. Little back bend as you take the hands up. And then meeting in mountain pose, standing tall at the top of your mat. Arya. Good. Breathing in, reach up. Breathing out, fold forward. Breathing in, lengthen through the spine. Breathing out, plant the hands, step or jump back. Bend the elbows, lower halfway. Lift the chest, upward facing dog. Press the hips back, downward facing dog. Breathing in, right leg lifts. Step the right foot through, warrior one. So making those adjustments with the feet, reaching the arms up, bending the elbows, lifting the chest. Take a breath in, breathing out, warrior two. Breathing in, flip the front palm, breathing out, peaceful warrior. And then take a breath in, bring your chest back to the front. You're going to step your back foot just in a little. Square the chest to the front, lengthen through the front leg. Option, you can bring your hands behind your back, grabbing the elbows. You can come into a prayer position or bring the hands to the front. So just whatever feels best for your body and your shoulders. Lengthen through the spine and then come halfway down to start. And you can stay or folding the body forward over that front thigh. Good. Just breathing nice and smoothly. Keep pressing down through the feet. Take one more breath in and out. And then breathing in, come back halfway with the spine. Release the hands down to the mat, softening through the right knee. Take the right leg up and back. Bending through that knee. You know what option you can do if you need to. Shift forward, lower down, lift the chest, upward facing dog. Press the hips back, downward facing dog. Sorry to disturb you again, Arya. Take the left leg into the air. Step the left foot through, warrior one. So using your breath, it may start to get a little challenge and that's okay. Take a breath in, breathing out, warrior two. Breathing in, flip the front palm, breathing out, peaceful warrior. And then bringing everything back to center. Step the back foot in just a little. And again, you may need to kind of split the feet apart a little bit, just to get that squareness through the hips and the chest. Take whatever option works best for you on this side with your hands. Take a breath in, lengthen. Breathing out, bow forward. And then that option, if you want to, coming all the way over the front thigh. Take a breath in, lengthen through the spine, release the hands, soften through the left knee. Take the left leg up and back, bend through the knee, shifting the body weight forward, lower the chest, lift the chest, press through the palms, press your hips back into downward facing dog. Good. Take a breath in, breath out. Bend through the knees, look forward, step or lightly jump to the top. Halfway lift, forward fold. Leading with the chest, come all the way up to standing. Reach the arms up, take a little back bend, and then bring the hands down by your side. Good. Just take a little moment, connecting back into your breath, standing nice and tall. Breathing in, reach up. Breathing out, fold forward. Breathing in, lengthen through the spine. Breathing out, plant the hands, step or jump back. Some are going to come all the way down to the belly. So either from the knees or the toes, bend the elbows, come all the way down. I'm just going to have to move because Arya is in my spot. That's okay because you're cute and you are a staffy girl. Okay, I'm sorry. It's alright, stay there. And just take a little moment, take a little rest down. You might turn the head to one side. Feeling into your breath. You're so cute. You're so cute. I know. And while you're there, just starting to bend each knee. So bending the right knee up, bend the left knee, and just feeling into that movement there, flexing through the feet. So a couple of different options coming into this next shape. We're just going to start doing one side at a time, so half bow. Hello, I'm so sorry. Am I disturbing you? I'm so sorry. So you're going to bend through your right knee and then reaching around with the right hand, grabbing kind of either the foot or the ankle area, squeezing through the glute, lifting the thigh off the floor and starting to lift the chest up. And just holding that for a moment. And then lowering that down, coming to the other side. So left knee bends, reach the left arm around, grabbing whatever part of the foot feels good, squeeze the butt, lifting the chest, lifting the thigh off the floor. You can also do this with a strap or a towel. And then lower that down. So option is to continue to make your way through those two sides or coming into full bow pose. Hopefully I'm still in the camera. So you're going to reach both arms around, grab hold of both feet and then kind of getting this sort of seesaw-like motion. So you're kicking into the feet and then pulling up or pulling back with the hands, lifting the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together, squeeze the butt, and you can get a little rocking like motion here, or just holding still. And just hold that for as long as feels okay. When you want to come back out, lower that down, take a little rest. We'll go through that one more time. And then when you're ready, reset yourself. Grab hold of the feet. And then pressing in, lifting the chest, squeezing through the shoulder blades. Great for your digestive system as well. And then just releasing that down when you're ready. So either taking a bit of a moment here, lying down to the belly, or pressing your hips back into a child's pose, just reversing that curve through the spine. And gently pressing yourself back up. We're going to come over onto our buttocks. And I'm going to come into a forward fold, just a little bit of a different variation of it. So option, you can have the legs out straight, you can kind of almost not hyperextend but press the bottom of the back of the knees down into the mat, or you can bend the knees a little or a lot, just as much as you feel you need to. Main thing is that you can start with that lengthened spine, so you may need to move some fleshy bits away from your buttocks, sitting up tall. Option 3 or 4, or whichever one this is to bring your right foot on top of your left foot there. So it's kind of stacked in that position. And then breathing in, reach the arms up, breathing out, folding the upper body forward. I really love this variation. You can either grab hold of that bottom foot, pull yourself down, or just let gravity do its thing. Let the upper body hang if that feels okay for your spine and your neck. Great little extra kind of stretch through the back of that top leg. Might feel that a little bit more into the lower back region, that sacral region there. Just breathing smoothly. And choosing what option works best for you. If it doesn't feel right, it feels a bit icky, don't force the body into it. Come into a position that feels best for you. And you get that nice kind of release through the lower back area, through the hamstring area. Breathing in, come back to a seated position. Taking a little moment there between sides. So obviously if you're doing the knees or the legs side by side, it's coming back into a second forward fold. If you did the right foot on top, take the left foot on top now. Breathing in, reaching up, breathing out, folding forward. Dropping the shoulders away from the ears. Relaxing down into the shape as much as you can. And breathing in, coming back to that seated position. We'll go for one more time. If you've got the feet stacked, we're going to bring them side by side. And again, side by side if that's where you need to be. Reach the arms up, breathing in, breathing out, folding forward. Just allowing the body to go where it needs to go today. Breathing in, come back to a seated position, bringing the bottoms of the feet together, coming into a butterfly-like shape. So again, wriggle the butt, sitting tall. You may find that this is perfect for you. And again, if you want to, you can start to fold forward, just working into where your range is. And that will change, or it may change from day to day, moment to moment sometimes, depending on what's happening in your life, what kind of physical activity or lack of physical activity you've been doing, stress levels. And just paying attention to where you feel that in your body. Might be through the hips, might be all the way through the spine, might feel that through the front of the hips. And hopefully kind of getting that calming effect from the forward fold position. Take a breath in, come back to a seated position. Just give yourself some space to come onto your back. I have to go kind of a bit sideways. Hug the knees in towards your chest. And take a little roll around on the spine. And then coming into happy baby. So feet out wide. You can grab either the inside of the middle of your feet or the outside middle of your feet. It's whatever feels best. Bringing the knees wide of your rib cage. Pressing your lower back down into the mat. So rolling that down, keep the shoulders down. You take a little swing from side to side here, or rock from side to side. And then the option is to stay in happy baby or coming into more of an adductor stretch, trigger gripping the big toes, lengthening your legs out so as wide as feels okay. Again, rolling the sacrum down to the mat. You can hold it here in this position, or again, take that little rock from side to side. Bending through the knees, bringing the feet back together, and the feet down to the floor. Finding your resting position now. And it's feeling free to stay for as long as you need. You got the time. Spend the time and let yourself naturally come out of this resting shape. Just making sure you give yourself just a little bit of time here. You've got the time to stay. Otherwise, start to gently move the body, wriggle the fingers, wriggle the toes. And then making your way back up to a seated position. And just closing the eyes down if that feels okay. Take a moment thanking yourself for being here. Thank you for joining me. And I hope you have a beautiful day, beautiful evening. Arya hopes the same thing. Thank you, Arya. Awesome. Thank you very much, and we will see you next time.